Lincoln Financial Field is right by Schuylkill River. It's on 11th Street, which means destruction. There's a link that connects from the field where two are going to be. One's going to be left, one's going to be taken. And the river, the Schuylkill River. Kill the school students, the 144. Kill them. As you start with the Lincoln. You take the aircraft carrier, the Lincoln aircraft carrier, and you shoot it down. You shoot down the airwaves of anyone that represents Abraham or Lincoln, because Lincoln, he was the one that was speaking up for like freedom and stuff, and then they assassinate him, of course, according to the script. But that's what happens when anybody stands up for. It's like the Christ spirit was inside of Abraham Lincoln. He wasn't going for the slavery anymore, and he wanted freedom. So they assassinated him because of it. That's the story. That's why those big bullies get you to believe everything they tell you, and that way you don't speak up. But then when you do speak up, you're the one that gets rewarded for it in the end, and then they fake your death, and then you go live your life for the rest of your life in rest and peace. That's when you ascend up to the Father. Like when you finally go to heaven and rest. Tell me that's not heaven, where you're finally fully retired, you're on your own island, you did your job and everybody was warned about what needed to happen, and you retire with your family and your friends and your new friends and your YouTube agent, newfound friends, enemies, lifetime friends that you would stay in contact with. Because we're the ones that knew what was happening in these days, and we get rewarded for knowing. Look, we're warning as many people as we can. I mean, this channel does. Whoever happens to click on it, they get to hear it. If not, they don't. But Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. JFK was assassinated. Martin Luther King was assassinated. All these streets names that are in the news are right there with Martin Luther King Boulevard and John F. Kennedy Boulevard. They're starting down there. They're working their way up. Even though in Center City, City Hall, the William Penn Building, right there, that's the beginning of John F. Kennedy Boulevard, because it goes from Lincoln Financial Field, which is on 11th Street, which is wrapped around, 11th Street. I think even the bottom is like Darius Street, Darius. It's really close to Darius. But the 11th Street is wrapped all the way around Lincoln Financial Field. However, Broad Street is right there. So when you start right there and you work your way up and you go 17 minutes travel time right to William Penn Building, which is at 1400 exactly, Lighthouse Church, William Penn Building, the clock tower. You hit it in 17 minutes. I believe it's 11 miles. I believe it's 11 miles. I have to recheck that. I only looked at it yesterday, and now I'm thinking of it more. When you reach your destination, because that's from the 22nd of December when the football game starts, and hundreds of NFL players don't show up, and then the rumors start spreading that the rapture happened the night before at 2:30 a.m. when Kleck had the angels ascending up and then the other angels ascending down on the other wall. Rapture, December 22nd, 2019 rumors. And then obviously what goes along with the rapture rumors is alien invasion, because the ones that believe the rapture, they're sucked into that. Now they're like thinking they're left behind. The ones that believe in aliens, they believe that they've been abducted. Their family, nobody's family is actually going to be abducted. You're just going to hear about it on the news. The only ones that are acting like it are just the ones that are actors. And then the football players, I mean the football the sports wallies, which is what I used to be, sports wally. They'll get you because, you know, some sports people, you still go to church Sunday. You still know what the rapture rumors are. You don't believe it, but you heard of it. When you start hearing that football players are just like not there anymore, you're going to start thinking like, oh my God, wait a minute. Is that what my pastor was talking about? This is that why all the pastors are talking about this rapture being imminent? Of course. So all the people that believe the Bible to a degree and understand a rapture and are into sports, well, there you go. Obama will be, he will, man, this is too easy anymore. Trump will disappear, along with the football players and all that. But Obama will be here. So the idea is to think like, oh shit, wait a minute, is Trump? His airplane fell from the sky. Oh my God, is he? Well, wait a minute, is it because the pilot was raptured too? Oh my God, Trump was raptured, wasn't he? No. I heard that he fell into the water and he was walking on it. Literally, he walked and was no more. Really? And then, so they're the ones that believe the rapture. And then the other one's like, nah, he was abducted by aliens. And then, so they believe the alien rumor. Oh, this is all happened on December 22nd now. Now that I think of like, my goodness, how can it not? If not, then it would be 7 days later. And if not, then 7 days later. 7 days. No, but it's December 22nd is, man, because it's the last home game of the click the link below. I mean, do you think the Eagles in Dallas are going to get away in this game without 7,000 men being slain on the sidelines from an explosion from Deshaun Jackson running down it? I don't even know if he's playing. So you're going to have an explosion on the sidelines. You're going to have people like disappearing, like the main star players or the really, really good ones. And then like if there's any of them that are like Antichrist roles, they'll stay behind because Obama, he'll probably make a speech that day. He'll probably speak on behalf of Donald Trump. So when Trump's airplane falls from the sky because of a rapture rumor, and then 3 days he's missing, at least, and then if he pops back up, Trump, or if he is supposedly, according to the script, if he never shows up again, like JFK, like Martin Luther King, like Abraham Lincoln, like Prince, like George Michael Jackson, like all those people that live in the island over there. I can't wait to see that island. It must be freaking beautiful, right? So all these people have died according to the world script. And so if Trump doesn't, I mean, if he does show back up, there's going to be rumors that he was swallowed up by a great big fish. And see, an asteroid's going to hit the football stadium. Because once the rapture happens at 2:30 in the morning on Sunday, and then the football game is at 4 o'clock. So when the asteroid hits the football stadium at 5:55, because it's going to be the fifth trumpet, fifth seal, fifth woe, it's 5:55. The game's at 4. The Dallas Cowboys are playing the Eagles at Lincoln Financial. Click the link below because the Lincoln's going to get blown up. And 7,000 people are going to say that they died over there. They got slain. That begins Sunday, the 22nd, which takes you into the 23rd, the 2-3 bypass on Monday. However, if you hold off on Monday and you just get the strikes going on with the channels, because when you start at the Lincoln Financial Field, if you imagine a cross, okay, imagine your direction and how long it takes you to get there. From Lincoln Financial Field to William Penn Building is a long stem. So that long stem is 11 miles long. When you go around, because William Penn's right in the middle of Broad Street, that path that's wide and broad, the street. When you go right up to the path, William Penn's right in your freaking way. He dictates that you got to go around this way or that way. That's why Kleck got to get him out of the way so you can go straight through. Get the concrete truck back up 15 minutes beforehand. That tree decided to fall over. When you take the dump truck and you lay the new concrete, the foundation, you're laying the new foundation for the falsified reasoning as to why that happened, which is they're going to blame it on missiles coming from North Korea. But they're also going to show you it's probably going to be blamed on airplanes with a star under it. But it's really holographic laser 7D technology, probably 10D by now, with the bombs strategically set up to blow up that 7th floor building, William Penn building, because that tidal wave is going to destroy a 7th floor building, according to Kleck's money on the back that he has printed, that he's the one that has the patent for the drawing of it, and he's the one that knows to flip it and fold it and turn it upside down, because he's an artist, just like he drew Obama's portrait. God is watching you. Man, how uncomfortable are you? You know, the ones that are in on this. Unless you aren't uncomfortable and you're more excited about it. Because you know nobody's dying. I know and you know. Job 5:22. I mean, God, man. Delhi fire erupted in India at 5:22 p.m. the call came in, and they saved 52 people, but 17 died. So when you're traveling and you're going 17 minutes from the Lincoln Financial Field, click the link below, to the William Penn building, you get there in 17 minutes, then you travel around, and because you're making the right, so you're making a directional of a right side type cross, you know, a little one, a stubby. But you're going to the right and you're going to the left. That's the whole point. Going straight up, go to the right, go to the left, come back again, and then go up. And where do you guys meet at? The Met Building at 858 Broad Street. But when you travel up and you go around and the Center City, the City Hall building, William Penn, 1400 block, exactly. You go around it. It's 3 blocks altogether until you hit 17th Street, which is the other number that, you know, Kleck is talking about. He's been in ministry for 17 years. The actor, whatever, the new movie came out, he on his watch is 17, you know. So when you get to 17th and JFK, because when you're crossing over Corpus Christi, oh no, that crossing up Corpus Christi, man, that's coming from the Lincoln Financial Field, going around that little, it's like a little exit, a little round, and then you go 800 feet to the left when you're crossing over Old Corpus Christi, because the William Penn building's right there. When you cross over Old Corpus Christi, you get 800 feet. You got to go 800 feet. But see, 800 Suite is right there at 17th and JFK Boulevard. Building 8 Chase Bank is right there as well. So when you hit, I change my times now. I say when you finally get to the distance of the stem from the Lincoln Financial Field that started on Sunday, if you wait until Wednesday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's 2 days and some change. If you wait that long, your stem grows longer, and then you hit the William Penn building at 8:48 a.m. And according to Kleck, he's telling you that when that happens, be still and know that I am God. At 8:48 a.m. on Christmas morning, December 25th. They want Christ for Christmas. That's what they want. So they get Christ for Christmas, and they go to the 17th and JFK, and they hit that at 9:03 a.m., which is 15 minutes later. And that cement truck is going to back up. But 15 minutes before the cement truck, that building decided to fall over. You know, that tall building that's going to look like Notre Dame, the Pet Goat 2. So when you hit the first time, 8:48, go around, and then you hit at 9:03, 17th and JFK. At 9:03, well, that means that thing's falling down. Well, 15 minute, it's falling down. But then when you go back to the William Penn at 9:33 a.m., which is a half hour later, because I heard Kleck talking about half hour too, along with 15 minute, 10 next to 10:15 photos, 26:16, the Led Zeppelin, the Z and the P, because this 26 is December 26th, and then January 16th, 2020 is 21 days. When you see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, because time is going to be up. December 25th, 2019, when you get to midnight, when that clock ticks midnight, both hands are at the 12:12, but it's midnight. Oh man, it's going to be dark in Philadelphia, because that's the 26th. And then it's time for this 21-day war. It's either that or everything happens Monday, and then Wednesday is where, I'd say World War III is declared. But I'm going to stick with my route that I have now, because when you go back to the William Penn building, 1400 William Penn building, at 9:33 a.m. Don't forget, the White House might be a diversion, just like New York is a diversion, and the tidal wave, and because it's really the seventh building is the building that has 7 stories. That the tidal wave, the wave of destruction, is coming with the title Jonathan Kleck, the King of Kings and the Lord of the Lord. That tidal wave is coming our way. When that really goes over the 7th story building, where the 7th story is the coat of arms, the Kleck coat of arms, at the Philadelphia Kleck coat of arms. That's why he's saying he's the angel of the church of Philadelphia. He's looking to wipe out Philadelphia, and he's looking to wipe out the Declaration of Independence. 243 years later, right here in Philadelphia. It's like, I can jog over there. It would take me 5 minutes. I'm here at the Liberty Square. Liberty. I'm at the Liberty Square today, anyway. The Liberty Bell. Kleck is going to ring a bell. The Statue of Liberty is probably just going to, again, just a diversion to let you know, as he's showing you Statue of Liberty, he's really showing you Philadelphia being destroyed, because the arm falls. See, the Liberty Bell falls, the arm. The clock tower, the William Penn building, the lighthouse, 1400 Lighthouse Church, was destroyed in Dallas, Texas on October 20th, 2019, when that tornado hit Home Depot 75, and then 200 yards from that point on was the lighthouse, 1400. And then so once you get to the 1400 block of JFK Boulevard, that's the William Penn building. And if you go right up, from JFK and 17th to the Met building, it's 1.9 miles of evidence. But the entire route is, I think it's like 10 miles. I gotta check. It might be 7 miles. I think it's 7 miles between the William Penn building and the Lincoln Financial Field. But it's 17 minutes of travel. I do know that, but I think it's 7 miles. because I think it's 10. It's like around 10 altogether for all the destruction. 10 full miles of the path of the cross that you're going to make when you cross the path, and you dot your eyeballs and you cross your Robin T's, and then you get to the cross. You either go right side up, because once you go back to the William Penn building at 933, you've already went up, went around, came around Corpus Christi, old Corpus Christi, because as soon as you went around, it's old Corpus Christi no more. 100% sheep no more. December 25th, that would be my 997th day. You know, 3 more days. They get to exchange gifts to one another, because they wiped out Philadelphia for in 1 hour, man. You know, for in 1 hour from 8:48 a.m. on December 25th, 2019. From 8:48 a.m. is the first hit of the missile. They're going to say a missile hit the William Penn building. Then they're going to tell you that at 9:03, the building 17th JFK, well, they're going to be closed. So I don't think they're going to rob the bank if it's on Wednesday, because that's Christmas. But either way, it could be hit or a bomb on the 8th floor. And then they'll go back to 9:33 a.m. to make a second hit, because there's 2 laser beam Johnnies. Johnny just needs the laser beam Johnny, the message, and he needs the laser beam Johnny, the actual, laser beams. And it's all about the 2 witnesses. So 2 hits would hit it. They'll blame it on, some will probably say it's a bird, some will say it's an airplane, and some will say it's a missile. And I'm telling you, it's none of the above. It's a holographic image with bombs set up, and nobody's dying. And then, once you get back to William Penn, you've already made your long post, and you made your left side, you made your right side and left side, going right around Corpus Christi. You got a nub, but it's still the direction, and you go back. Then you have 1.5 miles to go. 1.5 miles to go. 150, I'm sure 150 people died at one of these. I've seen the number 150. And on top of that, 150 days, the bringing in of the fish, the 153 days, actually, when the Klekite is standing on the boat, the Antichrist Petcoat 2 thing going, with his eyes of flames of fire, as you see Philadelphia falling behind you, being destroyed, and he's rolling off in the sunset, as Klek is acting like, as Klek is talking, and then Klek's talking, and then it's like, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay. Anyway, so when you go to 1.5 miles up, with the path of destruction that's wide and broad, all the way from 11th to 15th to 17th and back again and back up to 858 Broad Street, the Met Building where Madonna was singing just recently, and the musical place. You go up a little bit more up, there's a Johnny's Ring Garden. There's a garden. It's like the Garden of Eden. The Klek Rings Garden is right above after you guys have met. So, when you start from Lincoln Financial Field and you do that exact direction, the timing of it to get there, come back, well, for in 1 hour, from 8:48 to 9:03 to 9:33, that's less than 1 hour. So for in 1 hour, the city of Philadelphia, that great city, is going to fall. I can't stop it. I can only tell you what I know is going to happen. I don't have the script. They have the script. They're being watched. See, God set me down here to keep an eye on them, to keep them in check. And they know it, and I know it. So when you go from the 7-mile mark and then going around and back again, I didn't do that directional. I I did from the Met up, down, go around William Penn once to John F. Kennedy Boulevard, 17th Street, and that was 1.9 miles exactly. Because Tony Yates was live on the scene in Jersey City, the shooting that happened at JFK Boulevard and Martin Luther King. She knew that 8 minutes after that shot happened, that the first 9/11 call was 8 minutes. 8 minutes after, eight officers were there, and Jonathan Kleck Boulevard at 17th Street, Building 8 is right there. So you have all the time to get there, which is 17 minutes, 7 miles. It's a long stem post, which makes me think that they're going to do a right side up cross this time. Because Kleck is going to turn it upside down. He's going to turn it right side up. Depending on how you look at the direction, if you're starting from the Met Building and you're working your way from north to south, you're going to make the path of destruction, going this way, that way. Well, you can't make the left because the circle only goes one way. The flow of traffic goes this way, out to 17th and John F. Kennedy Boulevard. If you go around here, you continue to go up Broad Street all the way to the Lincoln Financial Field. But see, the link is like the ships when they, when the Abraham Lincoln ship does sink, they tell you that it sunk. With the war that happens within 21 days, I think that'll happen. The anchor would make more sense to be at the bottom. The water is at the river, the Schuylkill River. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. You guys are starting December 22nd, 2019 at the Eagles game. Because you're going to make a cross. You're going to go straight up. You're going to go straight up. It's going to take you 7 miles to get there. It's going to take you 17 minutes to get there. It's going to be a few days in between once you finally do go there. And then when you finally go there, it's 3 in a row. It's 3 back to back to back for in 1 hour. Philadelphia's destroyed. But it's 3 events. But it's 4 bombs. It's 4 explosions. It's the Lincoln Financial Field, and it's the William Penn Building, and it's 17th and JFK. Because that Comcast building is catty corner. There was a Comcast building at Jersey City on JFK Boulevard too. Just to let you know, they're coming this way, west. It's west, and it's there, and then you go back again to William Penn, and it gets hit a second time, but it's still the same building. So it's really 3 in a row. Does it all happen on Sunday? Does it all happen on Sunday? Oh man, I don't know. Well, I know it's going to happen that way. It's just, what day is it? For sure, the Eagles game. It's the last game of the season. They can't... Why would... Oh man, look at that. Oh my goodness. It's 12:25. I had no idea. Christ for Christmas. The elites want Christ for Christmas. But you're going to get them. You're going to get the truth for Christmas. I'm going to get a graduation present for Christmas, because I graduate on Christmas. Well, maybe 3 days before that. Sunday. I don't know, it could be a lucky guess on Sunday. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine, right? You got it. There was a bomb. Yeah, oh, fine. They did say 7,000 people were slain. You got it right. Yeah. What? Yeah, you did say it was going to be 5:55 p.m. too. Yeah, that did. But you didn't know. You got it wrong, Rob, because you said that Carson Wentz wasn't going to be there on Wednesday Lenham, but he was there. He wasn't raptured, so you're wrong. It's like, all right, I'm sorry. I got 3 out of 4. But the way the elite are gonna do this destruction in Philadelphia is the purpose is to make a cross, to go up, make a long post, because that's the length. The long period of time is 17 minutes to get there. Whenever they decide to do it, it's 17 minutes. It's 7 miles. When they want to do the other part, it's only 1.9 miles. Tony Yates could freaking walk. She was walking the whole path, showing you. She was going around, to letting you know that the perimeter of the Lincoln, that Lincoln ship is being surrounded. So she went around the William Penn building, which represents the Church of Philadelphia, has 7 floors, 7 angels, 7 bowls of wrath, 7 trumpets, 7 seals. Everything's about the 7s. But old Klecky there, the 88, he's all about the 8s. Tony Yates is all about the 8s, so they're going to go about the 8s. That's why they want to hit it at 8:48. Be still and know that Kleck has got it. 8:48 a.m. If that happens on Sunday morning, 8:48 a.m., the rapture happens, the rumors, 8:48 a.m. If they travel the Upside Down Cross and they meet at the Met and start there, 8:48 one hit, John F. Kennedy Boulevard, 17th Street, 9:03, 15 minutes later hit, and then 1/2 hour after that, because they kind of like take a break, they get some coffee, you know, and then a half hour later, the second missile hits the William Penn building, and then they go upwards to the Lincoln Financial Field, which is on Sunday at 5:55. I mean, I'm sorry, that's when the bombs hit. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't mean to do it. The game starts at 4 o'clock. All those hits could happen at first, but if that happened, don't you think the game would be canceled? Well, what isn't the game going to be canceled anyway? No, the players, no, it won't be, because they're just going to tell you the players didn't show up. A lot of people are going to, the rumors, they're going to say that they were on strike. And then the other ones are going to say that, nah, they got abducted. And the others, no, they got raptured. Remember, I'm telling you, they're laughing at you. And they're looking at me like, how the fuck did you know that? Well, God sent me. He did. Where did I get my information from? God. And the ones that know that are the ones that are on the inside that have the damn script in their hand. As I'm saying how I feel like it's going to happen, they're like crossing off their T's and dotting their I's like, shit, he got that one. Yep, check. All right, that one's full. Yep, there you go. There's another one. It's the end of the season, the football season. It's going to be the 16th week come Sunday. So it's only fitting that it's at the end of the season for a short season, 2019. The Elite's 2020 vision. The sun comes and destroys, hits us on the 28th, I think, December. It goes dark for 3 days. Or is that New Year's? The EMP happens at New York on New Year's Day, definitely. And then there's still 3 days of darkness.